time to bug with Brainstory. Do you want to bug with? Do you want to bug with Brainstory? Do you want to bug with Brainstory? Do you want to bug?
I don't know why 80s Miles just feels right at home. I don't know why.
It's funny as hell, dude.
I try to get different ones, but the 80s Miles is just the best.
I got this cool Burns. I got this cool Burns in the corner, man.
Hell yeah.
Oh, tight.
Tattooed.
That's a Rich Torana original from the Frighteners, you know.
Oh,
Sick. Okay. Hell yeah. Oh, you're at the factory, huh?
Dude, this is my quarantine zone, bro. Nobody else is here.
dope.
That's fucking dope.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to make music, you know.
Yeah. How's that been coming along? Like, is it kind of hard, or are you doing good?
I'm working on various things, man. It's been pretty cool. It's been hard because time management with this whole thing is crazy with my family, homeschooling a 6-year-old and shit.
Yeah.
But I get to come here for a few hours a day and work on some music.
Hell yeah. That's dope. It's a good escape moment to work. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Cool.
Damn, your hair's long, Eric.
I know, my shit's getting crazy. I think I'm just gonna let it grow. I've always wanted to do it, and I feel like this is the perfect time. Just fuck it. I'm gonna go long.
You'll fit in with the band just a little bit more, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need a damn haircut, man. My shit is too long.
I hear you.
You feel that over there? Yeah, man. It's fucking... It's getting too much.
Is it too early to have a beer or what, fellas?
No, beer's
What kind
No,
of podcast
I mean,
is this?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, dude.
It's that kind of podcast.
It is definitely that kind of podcast.
I was actually
might
trying
roll
to
it
find like some of your episodes so I could listen and see what I was in for, but I couldn't find a link to it anywhere.
Oh yeah, it's only
What the hell?
it's only on the Big Crown SoundCloud.
It's on the Big Crown.
Oh, it's only on the SoundCloud. I was looking like for their radio thing. They used to have it on like the Apple podcast.
Oh.
Yeah, we're about to put it on everything.
Yeah,
on YouTube and Spotify and all that stuff now.
Oh, word. How you guys doing that?
Through Anchor.
Oh, word. Yep, I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's cool.
Cool, man. I got a little podcast launching on Monday.
Oh, is it the Brass Balls?
For real?
Yeah, it's a podcast I'm producing. It's called Brass Balls. You heard about this yet, Kevin?
No, I haven't.
Dude, it's Eric Biondo and Andrew Green, the trumpet players from the Budos Band, interviewing other trumpet players.
Sick.
It's pretty wild. It's pretty funny. If you know them, they're kind of maniacs, and it's like very New York centric kind of podcast.
Nice.
So,
but it's funny.
and you guys got that on some kind of. You guys got some support for that.
We did the same thing that you did, like an Anchor type of system. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Total DIY.
Yeah.
Situation, kind of like a passion project, like a non-musical passion project that's still kind of musical.
Yeah. That's super tight. That's basically what this is too.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Well, I thought you had like your pops for the first episode or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We had our dad. That was fun. He told us a bunch of stories like that I didn't even know about, like his like music, his life in music and shit. Like the first time he like sang was like to like 1,000 people or something crazy.
Wow. In what,
I had
like
no
a
idea
church or what? What was the concept?
In like a
What
church
was it?
convention. It was like a
Oh
convention.
shit, yeah.
So it was like thousands of people. First time he ever sang in front of anyone.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
How old was he? At the
I don't
time?
He
remember.
was like a teenager.
Yeah, he was pretty young, right? He said it was something in Riverside, right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
We should listen back to that podcast. But they're all on, and maybe we should plug it too, that they're all on Big Crown's SoundCloud.
Good to know.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what's new with you, man? What you been working on? What you been up to in this quarantine, man?
Well, right before this happened, man, I was in New York for a few days doing some recording with like Menahan Street Band guys.
Yeah.
And like the night before I left, me and Homer got in the studio and recorded like 2 songs with just drums and piano. And yeah, man. So I kind of like, this shit is all on tape. So I took the reel back with me to California. And it's when the quarantine started, it was kind of amazing because it was like the most comforting thing to do was like work on some Menahan shit. And so I just been overdubbing, you know, guitar, bass, organ, all sorts of shit on those tracks. So I kind of got this like quarantine 45 cooking.
Hell yeah.
And then my friend Paul Shalda, who moved to Dallas recently, Dallas just didn't fucking shut down for the quarantine. I don't think at all, man. So he went to the studio and like by himself and recorded like an EP's worth of music, just like acoustic guitar and singer. He's a singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
And he sent me like 6 songs. And I've been doing like a one-man band kind of behind that shit, like real kind of Neil Young after the Gold Rush kind of shit. So kind of, you know, simple, but really groovy. So I can kind of get it done on the drums and shit. But that's been deep, man, because it's a deep record for Paul. Yeah. And it's been easier for me to work on. I'm so used to working with other people. It feels good to work on like Paul's music because it kind of just gets me out of my head while I'm sitting by myself in the studio every day. You know?
That's sick.
Totally.
And then I got this little side project called Those Yesterdays, man. I've been fucking with that a little bit.
Sick.
Right.
Hell yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you guys were supposed to do that tour right before this, right?
We were.
Damn.
You know, it's kind of fucked up. I never like agreed to do that tour, so I didn't really plan on doing that whole tour.
Word.
So when the shit fell through, I was like I was off the hook.
Man.
Yeah, man.
Don't tell the boys, they're never gonna hear this podcast. But how you guys doing, man? What's Brainstory doing during quarantine?
Just trying to stay busy, man. Demos at home. You know, working on shit. Trying to get as many songs down as we can for the next record, you know.
That's great, man.
Since we have the time.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been trying to get our online stuff just like nailed in, you know, just get it real, like do more of these podcasts and launch the merch store and stuff. So we're kind of like,
I want to get one of those Buck shirts. Those Buck shirts are dope.
Yeah, dude.
Send me your address. We just got a bunch of new ones.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll send
you. You got those yellow ones left?
Yeah. We just got a whole new shipment. So I'll send
yeah. Hell yeah.
I'll represent.
So we had some questions for you, I think. I mean.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Just so we can, you know, keep the ball rolling here. Tony, you had some questions, or Eric?
Yeah, I got it right here. So, Tommy, what's we're newbies at this. What record are you most proud of?
What record am I most proud of? What kind of fucking podcast is this, bro? What record am I most proud of? I don't know, man. I would say I'd have to name like 3 off the top of my head real quick.
Yeah.
I would say the first Menahan record, Make the Road by Walking, the first Charles record, No Time for Dreaming, and maybe the Budos record that's about to come out. I don't really. That's a hard one.
Yeah,
for sure.
And that can't be right because, you know, it's the 6th record and the 6th record can't be great for a band. I know that. I know. I'm an old man saying the new shit is the hot shit. I don't know.
Well,
Budos 2
plug,
is pretty good too. Budos 2 is fire.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Actually, I don't know, man. Yeah. That's a terrible question.
That's a tough one. Yeah.
Hey.
So
Brainstory now, buddy.
How did you meet your crew, like, of people like Leon, Homer? When did you guys meet? How did that happen?
The first crew of musicians I met was like the Budos guys. We all grew up in Staten Island, and when I was a teenager, they're like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years older than me. It's like the crew. I was the youngest in the crew when they found me. I was like still in high school, and those guys were, you know, like I said, 4 years older than me. And we played like a battle of the band. It was like a battle of the bands in Staten Island, and I saw them play, and I was like blown away. They had like a horn section and shit, and I had like a kind of classic rock kind of band, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like completely blown away by their band. But you guys know Swibs, Will Shalda?
Yeah.
Billy
Yeah.
Swibs? Well, he was super sweet, and he came up to me that night, and he was like, "Dude, your fucking guitar playing is incredible. You know, you should just come hang out with us at the studio." And I pretty much went down to the studio with them, and then I like they couldn't kick me out. Like I just like I would go down there every rehearsal and hang out with them, and if like their bass player didn't show up, I played the bass. When the drummer got up, I played the drums. I wouldn't. The guitar player would probably fuck me up, so I never really played the guitar that much. And then like a few years later, we became the Budos, and then during that time, we got really hip to I guess Desco Records, because like Brian was a DJ at the College of Staten Island, the drummer from the Budos, and he was getting all these, you know, he was just kind of scoping out all the music and into like, you know, kind of like a lot of, at the time, I think he was really into hip hop, which kind of led him to sample music. And then in New York, there was like a real like funk thing going on that Desco was at the helm of, as far as like putting it on the airwaves on college radio, and then like starting bands like the Soul Providers and the Mighty Imperials and Sharon Jones and Antibalas and Dark Taris. So eventually that my Staten Island crew like went out to see the Desco Review live at this small club called No More's. And that was the first time I saw all those dudes. And I started giving like Neil Sugarman and Gabe Roth demos immediately. And then we managed to get like the Sharon Jones to come to play this fucking tiny little like coffee shop bar in Staten Island where we opened for her. And and that night the Mighty Imperials came to just like check out who this band, you know, who these guys were that they were paying attention to at least. And I think that night like Leon asked me to come to start playing with the L. Michaels Affair. And that was like 2001 or some shit, dude. That was like years ago, man. And then and that was like the beginning of my entrance with that crew. And then I ended up joining Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings not too long, and Leon and Homer were in that, and Nick was from the Mighty Imperials, so he was so tight with them. I played with Antibalas a bit too. I would sub for Gabe. I pretty much just got mixed up with Antibalas and the Dap Kings and the L. Michaels Affair all at the same time the Budos was forming. And those two musical families, kind of Staten Island and Brooklyn, are the two musical families that I've been a part of like my entire career, you know?
Right.
Damn.
That's epic.
Damn, that's deep. I didn't even know it went down like that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So how old were you when you first met the Budos? Like when you saw them at the Battle of the Bands? Like how old were you?
I was like 16 or 17.
Damn.
Sick. Damn, that's
Yeah,
tight.
dude. First thing they did was start teaching me how to drink, dude.
Fuck.
You can see where that
School of Hard Knocks,
where
right
that led to.
Fuck yeah, man. So then like down the line, how did you meet Charles?
I met Charles. I think the story is that he like knocked on Gabe Roth's door.
Oh damn.
This is I think is true. He had got, you know, Charles was doing his thing at this place called Essence in like Crown Heights, New York, like a really Atlantic Avenue in Troy, real rough part of town. But this little club called Essence, and he had a James Brown act called Black Velvet that he'd been doing, that he did. I mean, that he continued to do, but he was doing that, and there was just word. The band leader was an organ player named Jimmy Hill, who's an older blind black gentleman, such a sweetheart, man. I had the pleasure of playing with him a ton of times, and Jimmy, I think, was hip to Gabe because he was friends with Cliff Driver, who was another older blind piano player, and Cliff had recorded for Desco with Naomi. So that was like 98, 99, 2000. So I think that there was just like this word in that community that there was this guy making records, and you could like, you know, get some gigs off of that record and probably make some money. So word has it that Charles just like knocked on Gabe's door one day and said like, "Hey, I heard you're looking for singers." And then Gabe brought him into Daptone around that time, and he had his first song that he ever did was with the Sugarman 3 on that record called Pure Sugarcane, the yellow record. There's a track called Take It As It Comes, and that was Charles's first song with Daptone. And then Gabe just kind of introduced him to me around 2005, 2006. I don't know. I don't really remember. Actually, man, he introduced me to him immediately because Charles would come out to Staten Island, and before we had the Budos Band, we had a group called Dirt Rifle and the Funky Bullets. And we recorded 245s for Daptone. Like, as soon as they opened Daptone around 2002, we recorded 2 very unknown 45s that are Charles's first. That's me and Charles's first collaboration. Was Charles Bradley and the Bullets. And then a couple years later, I had the and then a couple years later, I had the Menahan shit starting to crack. Just the music. No record had come out yet. And sorry, my wife keeps calling. And
not good.
I like, okay, actually, oh my God. So it was Sharon Jones's 50th birthday, and they had a huge party at Irving Plaza in New York, and a big concert where every band on Daptone played, like Antibalas, Sharon, and
like
they asked all the bands that like anybody who'd been on the label to like, you know, contribute or that night and play something. So Budos was playing, and we got Charles to come in and do those old Dirt Rifle songs that we had with Charles. So we did those songs at Irving Plaza. And then that kind of rekindled me and Charles' friendship because I hadn't seen him in a couple of years. Like I had like went on tour with Sharon for a couple of years, and all, you know, time just went by. Dude, when I first met him, I was like still living with my parents' house. I was like 19. So our friendship reignites at like this Sharon Jones 50th, and I invite him to my apartment, which is in Bushwick now because I moved out to Bushwick, and he was still living in a project in Bushwick. So we ended up we lived really close to each other, and he came over to my apartment, and I played him some music. And I think like the first night he came over and I like played him some music, he recorded The World Going Up in Flames.
Damn, what?
Yeah. And it was kind of like, I took the rough mix of it, and I went to Staten Island, and I like played it for the Budos guys like immediately. And I'll never forget, like my friend Panel, the bass player from Budos, was just like, dude, all you gotta do is have the Gospel Queens put some ooze on it, and this shit is fire. You know? And I did. I listened to him, and I had the Queen. At the time, I was playing with Cliff's band. I was playing with Naomi Shelton and the Gospel Queens. So it was really easy for me to get the Gospel Queens to like do some backgrounds for me. And that's another one of those relationships where I still have those women are still doing background vocals for me on anything I work on from this, you know, on anything.
Yeah. Damn. That's deep, man. That's crazy.
Yeah. And then that set off that whole shit. And then he started coming back. And I would basically pay him to like come to my apartment and sing, you know? Like he needed some money, and I had no money at the time, but like I would give him $100, and this wasn't like $100 towards an advance, or I wasn't like everything was as fair as could possibly be. It was just like if I gave him $100, he'd show up, and after World Going Up in Flames, I have no idea. We made that first record. The music, half the music was there, so he just started coming over, and we just started recording tracks, and then we started writing together because every time he came over, he had the most fucked up stories I'd ever heard in my life about his brother being murdered and his relationship with his other family and his mother. I mean, just like terrible story after terrible story. And we would just kind of, you know, drink some whiskey and then go fucking pound on a piano or a guitar, and he would sing, and we would just, you know, make these little skeletons of songs. And then I would cut the rhythm track with the dudes. It was all shit. It was all cut in my bedroom in my apartment at the time.
Damn.
But that really, we both knew something really special was happening. Especially after we did do that song about his brother, Heartaches and Pain. I mean, he just started bawling the first time he heard it. I played it back for him, and he just like ran into the corner and started crying. And you know, I don't know. I mean, that shit was magic, dude. I don't even know if we were ever able to get close to that zone. but
Yeah.
we really had this like connection, and it was like a dream hearing that dude sing over music I was playing, man. There's nothing like it in the fucking world, and it's like it's hard to even talk about. It's so sad now.
Yeah. Man, that's an amazing story, though, man. That's
thank you for sharing.
that's
that's
thank you for sharing that, man.
My pleasure, dude.
the universe
dude,
putting you guys together, like straight up.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Man, that's crazy. Because I remember the first time I even seen Charles was like you guys played, and Homer's in the video. I think Nick's on bass, and you're playing guitar. It was like the Austin. It was at the, what is that, South by Southwest or some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
the
that
bike
was the
shop.
first.
The bike
Yes.
shop.
Yes,
Yeah.
dude. And I mean, that's like 2012, right? Something like that,
Yeah,
2013?
I'm not good with dates, but I don't know, yeah.
Yeah, I was around there, and I was just like, I had never really heard that shit before. Like, I had never heard, like, modern soul, I guess, or whatever they call that shit. Just, like, soulful music being played now. Like, I was just, like, blown away. And I was like, man, these guys are fucking sick. And I remember looking at all the musicians like, man, this dude's dope. Okay, this fool's tight, you know? And then ended up being all you guys. It was crazy. Like,
Yeah. The only
once
thing
this all kind of,
the thing is, that wasn't our horn section at the time. We couldn't get Leon and Dave to come. And that was like Sugarman filling in on sax and Lenhart on trumpet.
Right.
And like, it's so fucking crazy. Like, Lenhart didn't know the music yet. And that was like our warm-up gig for like the big gig later on that night at Stubbs.
Yeah.
On TV on the radio. And that little bike shop clip ended up getting like the most YouTube hits of anything we've ever done.
Yeah.
And it was just like, I was fucking pissed at Lenhart, dude. Shout out to Mike Lenhart. I love you, bro. But you were not killing it on that gig.
I think I kind of remember that. He didn't sound like he did.
But you know what? I played bass guitar in his band for many years, and I'm sure I hit a couple clunkers live. Nothing but love.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. That's fucking amazing. No, but when we linked up with like Big Crown, it was so crazy. Like for me, like I had seen that video. I just had seen so many different pieces of this like community. Like Sharon, I saw her like somewhere on, YouTube. And I was like seeing all these different people and then like seeing kind of the same people. Like I was always seeing Homer on drums.
Sure.
And then when we just like link up with Big Crown, we meet Leon and we go to the Diamond Mine. My first time at the Diamond Mine was like in the winter of 2018. And it just all like linked. It just all connected. Like, oh shit, like these are all homies. Like I had no idea, because I'm just seeing the records, listening to the records.
Yeah.
I hadn't, because I didn't have enough of the picture, you know what I mean? Until I went to Diamond Mine. And I was like, whoa.
It's a crew. It's like
this is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys for making all that music and doing all that. And,
oh man.
Doing it out of love with each other, man. It's an amazing thing. I think once that kind of like solidified in my head, I was like, man, this is where I even dreamed to be as a musician, working with people like, you know what I mean? Like as a family, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like music biz can be cold, or you hear all these stories, you know what I mean? But like this feels right, like, and it's just an honor to be, homies in the crew,
Totally, man. It's also fucking hard to make a buck in the music industry if there's not a major label putting money behind you. Even if there is, that might be smoke and mirrors. But for us, I think we had to kind of like hustle just to make ends meet. And that crew, we all just played on each other's records, man. Like I remember at some point in the early 2000s, like an amazing day would be like, I would go to Daptone and work on some shit early with Sharon and Gabe and everybody. And then like go to Truth and Soul when it was on South 11th Street, Leon's old previous studio, and go work on some Lee Field shit or whatever the fuck Leon was working on. Just be there, and then maybe go home at the end of the night and like work on some Menahan shit in my apartment. But it would be totally feasible to have like 3 recording sessions in one day on a good day. And it was like, shit that I wouldn't see $1 for until like maybe 7 years later. But we had that kind of work ethic every day. Like every day we were just like, you know, and we'd be on tour together and we'd just be like sitting at a bar talking about like, what's the next record going to be? I remember when Leon kind of like sitting at a bar in Milwaukee or some shit. And he after sound check, he like, me, him and Homer are just hanging out. And he's just like, yo, I think we should do a fucking Wu-Tang covers album. And it's just like, that sounds like a great idea. Let's fucking do it. And then when that tour was over, we went home and we did it in like 3 days, you know? It was just like, kind of like, you know, incestuous. We're just hanging out all the time and just playing each other's records. And it's like, it's so weird because to me, it's like, oh, how could people not see that? But I guess, you know, no, it's how could people see it if they don't, without actually seeing it?
Yeah. I mean, El Michael's Affair too, when it comes to his project, I feel like a lot of people feel there's like this veil. It's very mysterious to a lot of people. They're like, is this a full band? Like what? I've talked to a lot of people and they're just like kind of puzzled as to what exactly El Michael's Affair is. And it's crazy. I don't know. It's like, it's mysterious.
It's Leon's creative brain on music.
Yeah.
It's like, even like on tracks that I play on for him on one El Michael's Affair song, it's like it's his, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm happy. I'm so happy to be a part of it. I'm a huge fan, you know? But like, I'll like the new record he just dropped, I played on a few songs, but when it was coming out, I was like, fuck, man, I don't even know if I played on any of this record. And then I did, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't even remember doing it, you know? So you can make a track with Leon, not even remember doing it, and it's fire, you know? It's not some shit you're thinking about, not some shit you remember, just like something you did with Leon one day, you know?
You're listening.
And I kind of love that shit, man. Dude. Like I learned a lot from dudes like him and Gabe Roth, who have totally different production techniques, but I respect them both so much, and got to spend so much time and making records with them. You learn a lot, man.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. You're still working with Gabe a lot too.
Yeah, well, I moved out to California like almost 3 years ago, and that kind of, I mean, I constantly been working with Gabe because I've been making records for Daftone nonstop since I started like 15 years ago. But you know, our relationship was super close, especially when I was touring with a member of the Daftone, which I was for like 8 years. And then like once Charles's career started going off and Budos' career started going off, I left the Dap Kings and brought in Joe Crispiano to replace me and stuff. And you know, that dampened me and Gabe's creative relationship for a few years. You know, I started kind of like self-producing more of the Budos records, and we would still mix,
you were spreading your wings
together
a little bit more.
Yeah, but then once I moved to California, man, it was great because we like really reestablished our creative friendship, which is fruitful. And you know, now it's like I'm back to mixing records with him all the time, which I love. I love the routine of like, well, pre-coronavirus, but like going to New York, cutting a rhythm track with the squad, a friend of mine, finishing the vocals or whatever else at Sound Factory, and then going to mix it with Gabe in Riverside. That's like, man, I love that. And I've done like a Menahan record like that. A LaRose Jackson record like that. The last two Budos records like that. Nice. I love that flow, man. And then on top of that, we started playing together because we started this Los Yesterdays project.
Right.
And I found like the singer and the drummer, and then while we were mixing a record, I put it to Gabe like, yo, man, if I play guitar in this band, will you play bass in this little 4-piece group? And he was down because, you know, I mean, at this, you know, and it was also kind of like, I'd moved here just after Charles had passed, and Sharon was gone, Charles was gone. Neither one of us were like touring or playing much live music at all anymore.
Right.
We hadn't played a gig together in like maybe 8 years. So we started like hanging out in the fucking garage with Gabe Rowland and Vic, and started like, you know, playing just like music together again. And that was great, man. I mean, that helped out for me a ton, just having some friends to play music with. And I wanted it to be like as down low as possible. I wasn't excited to like try to get to do anything ambitious at all. I was just like, I'd stumbled across their band on like SoundCloud, and I loved their songwriting and everything. And I was just like, man, let's just hang out with this band and help them flesh out their band, but not creatively overstep any boundaries, you know? And And that's what we've been doing for like a year and a half. And they had their first single come out on Penrose a couple weeks ago. And we got a record that we're working on, and they become good friends. And it's just like that community growing, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. On the West Coast this time, man. That's crazy.
The West Coast, bro.
Yeah, man. And I just want to thank you for stepping in on. We got that track coming out next this month on the 22nd, man. The Runaway cover we did with you, man. Yeah, man. That was a fun session, man.
That was a great session, man. That was the first time we ever met, I think.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, totally. Yeah. That was great, man. And then we mixed together after that. That was fun too. I learned a shit ton.
Super fun. I think we should have turned the drums up louder in the mix. I hate to say it. How do you guys feel
next
about
time,
that?
man. I love it, man. It sounds great.
Yeah,
I got the vinyl, dude. Leps is crazy. He's shipping vinyl during this quarantine time, dude. But he sent me the L. Michaels and the Runaway 45. It sounds dope, dude. The intro, I love it. The way that record starts is dope.
Yeah, it's fucking eerie, man.
Eerie,
it's a real dark sound.
It makes me feel like I'm in a big, huge cave or something.
We love our reverb, don't we?
Have any of you guys heard the A side, the Shaq's tune on there?
Yeah, that shit is dope.
It's dope.
Oh,
It's super dope.
Super
the production is really good too. Max killed it. Sharon sounds great. It's very good.
Right.
Yeah, it's super sick. I heard it on when Danny was going live and he was like spinning and shit.
Oh,
I heard some of it. I haven't heard the whole thing yet. I gotta hit him up to get a 45, man.
Did you guys hear the Bobby Rosa shit that Leon did with Bobby Rosa?
No.
Yeah, that shit is tight.
Yeah, it's cool. He played a little bit of it. He had like a mix that he put up on the Big Crown Radio, and he premiered it in there. It's pretty dope.
Hell yeah.
Bobby Rosa shit.
Check that out. How much time do you have left, Eric?
7 minutes.
7 minutes?
Oh, 7 minutes. Word.
Yeah. Anything else?
I'm not allowed to.
You want to promote anything?
Yeah. Anything you want to plug?
Well, you got to check out this Brass Balls podcast on Monday.
Hell yeah.
When is this going up, man? When do you guys put this podcast up?
This is going up before the 22nd. I think on
probably Tuesday before the 22nd.
Yeah, the Tuesday before the 22nd.
Cool. So we'll have 2 episodes out by then. First, the second, our first guest is Dave Guy. Man, it's trumpet players talking to trumpet players, man. This shit is wild. They just get wasted and talk nothing about a trumpet. It's great. It's great.
That's tight.
I had the idea, like, just being on tour with the Budos and sitting backstage and just hearing Andrew and Eric talk to each other. I was like, if I just put up a microphone and record these lunatics, it's,
comedy gold.
Yeah.
Comedy gold, man.
Hell yeah, dude.
And then let's see, LaRose Jackson, man, she just had her first song drop on Daptone a couple weeks ago. It's called How Did I Get Here? That's featuring Menahan Street Band. That's pretty dope. There's a new Budos Band track coming out. So Daptone is doing like 1 single a week during these quarantine months of bands that got albums coming out down the line. So I got 3 songs on that playlist. I got a LaRose Jackson song. She got a record. There's a Menahan Street Band song that just came out called Queen's Highway. It's a short little 1:45 little dark slice of soul. And then Budos got a pretty fire track called Long in the Tooth coming. And all those projects got albums coming down the line when this shit is over. We're on the other side of this shit. Because Daptone, man, they can't really release a record without the physical, man. The physical distribution is such a big part of their skis, man. So even the way they're doing this digital rollout, I got like a lot of fucking problems with, man. But they don't really care about my opinion on this shit. They just want my music, bro.
The music is the medicine. Yeah, the music is the medicine in this time, man.
I'm really happy. I'm happy they're putting it out. I'm really happy they're putting it out. And I think so. I'm with you on that, man. I'm constantly looking for music. I mean, I am anyway, but especially during this quarantine time. When it first started, man, one of the first things I did, it was really weird, but I found a lot of comfort in like listening to my friends' bands. It was like I wanted to listen to Homer's Holy Hive, and I wanted to listen to Leon's shit, and I wanted to hear all the side projects that the Budos dudes are working on. It's like music is such a way that I connect with my friends that like
Yeah.
listening to their music more than before, where it's just like, oh, I check it out, see if it's dope. They're like, oh, it's dope. This maybe the mix is fucked up, and it's totally different now. I just kind of
Yeah.
find it more beautiful and just watch it
Yeah.
in a cool way.
You got time to just
A way to just
soak in.
connect to them.
Totally, man. Absolutely. That and fucking
Yeah.
zooming.
Zoom in, huh? That's just fun.
Saturday night.
Hell
We got
yeah.
the Saturday night Budos Zoom party.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, probably.
is
That shit
that
is
go off,
chaotic,
man?
bro. That shit is mayhem.
How many people do that?
It's like 10.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
I heard you
Yeah.
could do like 3,000 people on a Zoom.
Wow.
That would be crazy.
That's crazy.
So
That's a
what's next?
concert.
What's next for you guys, man? When can I hear something? Hear some demos or quarantine show or?
Yeah, it's true, huh? I mean, I don't know.
We're doing something tomorrow with Jam in the Van. We're doing a live stream tomorrow.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that'll be on the Jam in the Van YouTube. But we
Yeah.
I'll send some demos. We got some shit we recorded right before.
Yo, I love that. You sent me one of those tracks that you did on the 388. It sounded great.
Yeah, dude, the 388 is dope.
Dude,
I'm
yeah,
fucking stoked on that shit.
that spring reverb, man. That's just fucking game changer, man.
It's such
Oh yeah,
vibey,
Yeah,
super vibey. Drums and bass on a 388, you kind of can't beat, man.
sounds
Yeah.
so good, man. It just does things through that you don't get with digital recording, man. It's just like so dope. Just compressed.
Yeah, it fucking trashes it out, dude.
yeah,
exactly.
And
trash.
analog trash.
And it's
I
unpredictable.
love trash.
It's unpredictable. Cool.
I love trash.
I love the fucking miles behind your head, bro.
Yo, fucking
Miles.
it's highly recommended that anybody who likes Miles watches all these videos that they can.
Dude. Oh man.
Fucking epic. All right. Well,
Thanks for having
think
me
that's
on, guys.
pretty big.
You're doing it, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks for being
Doing
down
it,
and
dude.
chatting it up.
Pleasure, man. A
Epic
pleasure talking
story.
to you guys. I hope we do it in person again sooner than later, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah, man. We should get up in there. We should make a track. Fuck, we got to do something.
I
Yeah.
know. We can stay 6 feet apart in this studio, man. Wear masks.
Yeah, exactly. All right, man. Peace out.
All right, dude.
Much love to you and the fam.
Man.
Thanks,
Later.
bro. Same to you guys. Stay safe.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.